Hello ghouls and monsters, welcome back to Planet Him. So today guys, I wanted to do a different kind of video. I've actually done this video before, to be honest, but it was a while ago and like, I don't know if I like it. So I don't know, I just kind of want to like redo it. I don't feel like I'm better at being in front of the camera now. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's the perfect time to like redo this video. But I just kind of want to explain and kind of tell my story. Being a doll collector, being black and gay. Right. I know this is like so lazy, but I genuinely do not feel like setting those dolls up right now. So Hunkator Frankie's gonna take their spots. Okay? Yeah. But yeah, I believe Hunkator Frankie is still up if you guys do want to get her. I can leave the link down below if you guys are interested in her. Oop. Y'all, I'm really just tearing up today. Yes, I am pulling her up because it's only one doll. If you know the struggles of trying to set up your dolls, especially when you're a perfectionist, it's time consuming. Okay, it's time consuming. Like when all these dolls, it's like they want to fall over. Girl, that's... Girl, these is all my children. I gotta dress them. Please, I gotta bathe them, wash their hair. Like, girl, I gotta do everything for them. They're my children. Period. I kind of just want to share my experience as a black gay male doll collector, just because I know it's something different. I feel like now we're starting to get to the point where like it's like you see a lot more. I kind of just want to talk about my experience, what got me into dolls, where my love for dolls even start. I'm just sharing this story because there may be another black gay male, anyone who just feels like they just can't get into dolls because society and blah blah blah. And all I'm gonna say is, girl, do what you love, do what you want. These same dolls make me some coin, okay? Look, girl, look, period. Do not let nobody tell you nothing, girl. I'm trying to tell you, girl, if I can do it, yeah. Yeah. But before we hop in, if you are new here, hello, I am Jamar. I make content about dolls. See, this year I kind of want to get into a few different topics like children's shows that I love and things like that. We're going to get into some different things this year. I really want to expand my content just a little bit, not too much. Dolls are still the main thing for sure, but I do want to like spread it out just a little bit. I feel like I've been very closed in with just the hair videos and the reviews. Like, while those are fun and I love doing those, I feel like I'm supposed to share a story. I feel like that's my whole point of even doing YouTube. I feel like for a minute I kind of lost why I'm even doing this. Like, I really had to like sit back and be like, okay, I'm really doing this because I love it, because I want to inspire other people. Like, the best thing is like receiving emails and messages from people, from other like young boys who are like, oh, I love your content. You know, people tell me that I inspired them. Like, y'all don't understand how much that means to me, because I needed to see that person, and the fact that I can be that person for other people really just warms my heart. But before we hop in, you know, it's Black History Month. Yeah. If you would like to support a black creator, you know, help me out, liking, commenting, and you know, go ahead and subscribe while you're at it and just become part of the family, because you're gonna get a lot more videos like this. I really do want to start sitting down in front of the camera and just like talking, because I don't feel like I do that enough. I don't know, I feel like it would just be fun to throw in videos like this every once in a while. Also, make sure you guys go follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I've really gotten into photography last year. Like, I love taking doll pictures now, and I think my pictures actually eat. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram and go follow my TikTok, because I definitely be eating it up over there. I definitely keep y'all up to date with the doll news, just like I do here. We're on every platform, baby. Get into it.
I'm the manager. Who the fuck are you?
So to the best of my recollection, the very first doll I really ever had an attachment to was this Barney doll I had won at church. Like, this was like a long time ago, okay? Like, I remember it too. The doll could like talk and yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, I remember. And ever since then, I like continued to like get more Barney dolls. I got really invested in the Barney show and movies. Like, I had we had a VCR, so I had all the tapes, like literally bags just full of Barney tapes. Like, when I tell y'all I was obsessed with Barney, I was so obsessed with Barney. Eventually I got more of the dolls, and I would even be online like obsessing over one Barney doll, like wishing I could get it. I didn't have money back then, but like I wanted them so bad. Yeah, that first little Barney doll really sparked something in me. And to be honest, there is one of them that I still would get to this day. It's like one of the very earliest versions of Barney. Like I said earlier, I was really obsessed with the Barney dolls. And my parents, or my mom specifically, she wasn't really feeling it. Because not only did I have like the Barney doll, I had little pink and purple toys. Like, you could definitely tell I was into the more girly things. Even throughout this time, I would go to my friends' houses and like I would be playing with the Bratz dolls and the Barbies. Like, that's just what I went for always. I've never really been a car person or dinosaur. Like, I don't know. Well, I wasn't a dinosaurs when I was really young, but not like that. Hold on, y'all, because my lips, because I'm going to look back at this footage and be like, girl, what was you doing? Absolutely not. So I don't know. I just think my mom progressively just realized that I was into the more girly things. I even remember one time when my sister was like really, really young and she had this strawberry shortcake doll. I remember sitting upstairs and I was playing with the doll, like touching her hair, and I look up and my mom is giving me like a death stare, girl. A death stare. And I got in trouble, like dealing with black parents. They just kind of, I don't know. Like, I understand, like, you know, they're from a different time. So they have that whole like, this is for girls, this is for boys, that's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be any different. They kind of have that whole mindset. But in my head, I'm like, girl, it's just a toy. Like, come on now. As my sister started to get older, she started to actually get like dolls and fashion dolls and things like that. I feel like that was something we really kind of like bonded over, and we started to like do it together. Like, we would like go buy little Barbie dolls and stuff, and like we would collect them kind of together. Around when I was in like middle school, I remember talking to one of my friends who like lived by me. I don't know. I really don't know how or like why I ended up with the Venus doll. She gave it to me or something. I really can't remember. I really can't even tell you why. But I remember her giving me a Venus doll. That was the very first Monster High doll I had ever had. Like, that was the very first one that really like sparked the whole Monster High collecting thing. And it was specifically Music Festival Venus. Music Festival Venus was the first doll that sparked the Monster High collecting. A friend had really gave it to me, but I think I had lied to my mom and told her that the girl had got it from my sister, when that's not what happened, not necessarily. But the doll did sit in my sister's room. But, you know, I'm not supposed to have dolls, you know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be into those kind of things, you know? Around this same time period, I had watched a Monster High movie full through. Because I have watched Monster High movies before, but I wasn't really that interested. I wasn't really paying attention like that. Because I remember I've definitely seen them on TV before, for sure. But I was not that interested back then. But it was when Freaky Fusion came out. It was when Freaky Fusion came out and they aired the 3 Monster High movies at once on Nickelodeon. Oh yeah. Iconic time. Yeah, when they aired all 3 of them together, and then I think the very last one was Freaky Fusion, or it was the first. I can't remember. It was something like that. I'm pretty sure. I feel like it was the last one. I feel like that makes more sense. Me and my sister was sitting there watching the movies around the same time. My mom had bought my sister Freaky Fusion Frankie, the one that's like inspired by Claudine. She had bought her that doll. After that, it was just dolls after dolls, slowly, like somehow, some way getting dolls. I really don't even remember. Like, sometimes my grandma, she would like take us to go get them, like just different reasons I would even get the dolls, because really I still couldn't just like be like, oh, mom and dad, like I want a doll, I want to go buy a doll. I wasn't able to do those things back then. So my friend, I think, had gave me more dolls at some point. And these dolls still stayed in my sister's room. I think we took some over to my grandma's house. My grandma is really the reason I feel like I knew that I really love dolls, because she let me like explore. Like, she let me do what I wanted to. She never ever judged me. Obviously I wasn't allowed to do anything bad. As far as like what I liked and stuff, my grandma never judged me. Like, I remember telling my grandma I wanted a wig and like telling her different things. She has never ever judged me, made me feel weird about being gay, about liking anything. And she's probably one of the only people in my life I could say have definitely done that, because yeah. I definitely needed her as a child. I'm so happy she was there. So eventually, as like a few years go by, at this point, like the Monster High reboot is happening. And my sister kind of collected all the Dance the Friday Away dolls, and it's starting to get to that point. I remember at some point my sister had a bunch of dolls in her room, so we took the dolls from her room and we're gonna put some of them in my room. And I'm thinking my parents don't care because at this point, me and my parents have had multiple conversations about me messing with the dolls because they obviously see I'm playing with the dolls, I'm messing with the dolls. They obviously noticing that I'm into it. So I'm thinking it's like okay for me to like, take some and put them in my room. You know what I'm saying? So I took a few of the dolls and put them in my room. My sister kept some in her room. My mom seen it and eventually she felt like I was using my sister to lie and say that I wasn't into dolls. So basically, all those few years of collecting the Monster High dolls, all went down the drain. My mom threw them out. She made us throw them all away. She was like, yeah, you're not doing that. You're really like me being into dolls. She was not feeling it at all. So we unfortunately had to throw all the dolls away. Like, all the years of like y'all don't even understand. I would be so happy if I still had them dolls because we had some really good ones. That's why my Monster High collection is not as big as it definitely could have been. So yeah, we threw all the dolls out. Now around this same time, I was definitely kind of struggling with being gay. I was kind of going into like my freshman year at this point. And, I'm having those thoughts like, is something wrong with me? I mean, like, I'm over here, like, I would go buy, like, tighter pants and things like that, and my own family would kind of pick at me about it, so, I don't know, I was kind of struggling with being gay, and then me also just, like, really loving dolls, and I don't know, I just kind of felt like something was, like, really wrong with me, like, I don't know. I just didn't really have that support. Like I said before, the only person I had was my grandma, but at the time I wasn't living with my grandma. I was living with my family, and like they just, I don't know, they kind of just, like I said earlier, they just kind of have that whole thought like this for girls, this for boys. You don't do that. Like we don't do that here. It's not the things we do. No. So they just wasn't feeling it. Like my mom was trying to get me to go hang out with my boy cousins and things like that, and I don't know. I just wasn't really going for it. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, you know what? I mean, the dolls are gone. Kind of just got to get over it. Got to move on. Got to kind of move on with dolls. And even ever since then, like I said, I did have some of my grandmas. So I would see them every once in a while. But at that point, it's kind of like Monster High. Because Monster High had ended. I wasn't picking up any dolls or even trying to snatch up any. So at this point, I just didn't have any dolls. I was like, it's time to just kind of let it go. Especially because Monster High is going at this point. Like, it's just time to move on. Years later, that's when the whole Monster High comeback thing started to happen. They posted that banner on their Instagram, and I said, oh, yeah, I'm ready to hop on up in there. I'm excited for this. Like, y'all don't even understand because I was watching it. Someone had like posted like, oh, Monster High is deleting posts off their Instagram. So I go over there. I'm over here watching the post just delete. Few hours later, bam, here goes the big Monster High banner. Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all was there. Yeah, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that Monster High banner they posted, yeah. I was like occasionally picking up Rainbow High dolls. I kind of started to get back into doll collecting a little bit. Wasn't really taking it too serious. I remember I started watching some YouTubers. I started watching some doll channels, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like want to buy a Monster High doll. I mean, I got my own job at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making my own money, do whatever. Like I don't know. At this point, like I just kind of want to buy another doll. I started buying dolls, and that's when I started doing my doll content on YouTube. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, it took a long time. The people think that stuff just happens overnight. No. It took me a hot minute. I was literally doing videos. Nobody was seeing them, child. They was not getting no type of traction. And I've always had a thing for making videos. Even back when I was collecting dolls before, I would sit in my room and just record videos. I would never post them, but like I'll record videos all the time. I'll always sit in my room and just pretend like I'm doing reviews. Like, I don't know, it was just so fun to me. My favorite YouTuber back then was Namantha. Love her. She's a queen. She's a queen. She actually follows me now. I don't know, I had always watched her and I just really loved her videos. And I just kind of made up in my mind, that's something that I really wanted to do. I always told myself I would end up being a YouTuber. I would end up making doll content. And when I very first started my YouTube channel, I was doing music reactions and stuff like that. And I can't lie, like around the time when I was doing these reactions and stuff, I would post it on like my Snapchat, so like my friends and stuff would see it. So I was really scared to start pumping out with dog content. But one day I just did it. I literally just did it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to post it. And then eventually I kept posting. And like I started to get subscribers and stuff. I'm like, hold on. Wait. Like months of posting without seeing really much from it. I started to get subscribers and like people I watch started to like notice me. And I'm like, wow, like what is even happening here? Like I was shook, honestly. I did not know how to feel. Like at this point, like I'm texting these people, talking to them. Then Monster High literally reached out to me. And when I tell y'all, this was the most crazy moment to me. It's still crazy even like saying it. And like I'm not even like, it's just, it really is. Just because like I would have never thought that out of all the companies that could have reached out to me, my favorite brand, I had no idea. Wouldn't in a million years, I would have never thought that would have been the first brand to reach out to me. It was such a crazy moment for me. And it was also just because I had got so much like backlash from my family and like, I don't know, kind of friends here and there. Like, I don't know, just like people being like, you collect dolls. Like, why do you want to do that? Why do you do that? Like, I don't know, just so much like kind of like hate from it, that when I got that email from Monster High and like I started working with them and then eventually I started working with Rainbow High, it was kind of just like a, I don't know, like kind of just like a F you to everyone who literally doubted me. Literally, bro, like it really was. Then Mattel reaching out to me to come out to Cali, like, and I'm not even trying to like brag or anything, guys. This is simply just me being like, this is where I got from hard work and believing in myself, and you can do it too. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. It is really still so crazy to me. And think about it, it would have never happened if I would have listened to everyone telling me you shouldn't play with dolls. Why are you doing this? Why are you like, I mean, like now I make money from it. What? Yeah, I make coins from this. I'm getting to work with some of the biggest companies, and it's honestly such a blessing. I am so grateful, and I don't ever want to take it for granted because not everyone gets opportunities like this. Not everyone gets to do things like this. I am so grateful, especially a Black male. Come on now, like we know, like for me to even get close to where some of the other white people are that do the same things I do, I have to work twice as hard. And that's just facts. It really is. But I don't know, I'm just so happy. I really like just believed in myself, and it's honestly been a crazy experience. It still just doesn't even feel real sometimes. I'm still just like, wow, like I've been able to do so much that I've always wanted to do. Got to meet people I've been watching for literally years. Like, and now they're my friends, they're my peers. Like, I talk to these people a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's just wild. It really, really is. And I'm just here to tell you, because I know there's somebody watching this right now that's watching this video like, oh girl, my parents don't let me do this, they don't let me do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel this way, they feel that way. You're scared, you're nervous. You will never be happy listening to other people. Sometimes you literally just have to do you. Period. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I've done a lot, but even with me doing a lot, sometimes I don't feel like I've done enough. I don't know, sometimes, but also sometimes I try to really like be like, you know, you have done a lot. You have got this far. You've done a lot. But I just know there's so much more inside of me. I think that's really what it is. I just know there's so much more inside of me that I know I have to give. That's pretty much it for this video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope someone got a word out of this. Yeah. I really, really do hope this touched somebody. Somebody got the message. Somebody is like feeling real inspired right now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear your stories down below. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And make sure you guys are always being yourself and staying true to who you are, because you owe yourself that at least. Peace, y'all.